In this video, we are going to talk about how teachers could request to make a change to their gradebook for a grading period that has already ended. So an example would be on November 5th, the first quarter grade period had ended, but on November 6th, there were a few teachers that still needed to go back into the quarter one grades and make changes. So in this example, I am going to log into a teacher's gradebook. Then you go to, teachers would go to posting status, and they would choose the previous grading period. So in this situation it would be quarter one, which just ended. Then you would click on the course that you want to make a change to. So I'll click on this period 1 social studies course and click request grade change. Then it talks about how you have approximately 24 hours or a little extra to make a change. And then here is what the teacher is going to write explaining why a grade change is necessary. So when the administrator, the principal of the school, goes in to approve this change, they will see this reason of why a grade change is necessary. So I will say test grade change and say yes. After you do that, it will bring you to the grade book that you requested to make a grade change for. The teacher could go in and make the grade change. Then once done, you can go back to the grade book and you will say complete grade changes. Once you click on that, it will say if you proceed, the temporary window for changes to this gradebook will be closed. So essentially, if you proceed, you won't be able to make other changes unless you again request to make grade changes. I'll say yes to that. So now this was a Northlake teacher. So I am going to close out of this gradebook and log in as Dr. Modi. Now once you log in as an administrator, you'll want to ensure that you're in your own entity and then click on Educator Access Plus in Grade Posting Administration. Once you do that, it says teacher request to change 4 changes to previous posted grades. There's one, which is the one we just did. So I will click on that. Now you could click on the down arrow here and read some information about the grade change that was done. Specifically, you could look at the reason for requesting grade changes. As I put there, test grade change. But then you could also look at what that grade change did to the particular student's grades. Now, to post that grade change to the standards gradebook, on the right hand side we'll click on Mass Post Grade Changes. Then once we do that, we will have to check the particular teacher's record that requested that grade change. Now, if several teachers requested grade changes, you'll have as many of those requests as were made lined up here. So again, you'll want to review the grade changes that were made, see the reason why they were making that, as well as the difference that it made to the student's grade. If you've done that, you can check all of the requests at one time. And then on the right hand side, you can click on Post Grade Changes for selected classes. Once you do that, it says this process will post all changes for each of the selected classes and mark the grade change requested as completed. If you have not already reviewed these grade changes, it is recommended that you do so before continuing. Do you want to continue? And we'll click on Continue. So this will process and then let you review the changes that were made. So instead of opening up the gradebook for a particular entity, for a particular school, for an extra day because 1 or 2 teachers need to enter grades, starting in at the end of quarter 2, we will use this process where teachers request grade changes, and then the principal will go in there and approve those changes to be made. If you have any questions, please let me know.